I'd read it a few years before I said yes, and I was like, no, this is not. This is too. It felt dated. It had been on the shelf, I think, for like 7 years. And then it was brought back to me by Elizabeth Raposa, who was over at Paramount that time. She says, you can do what you want with it. You can produce it, you head it up. And as soon as you're given that allowance, you can see things that you couldn't see before because there weren't a bunch of attachments to it. I called Liza and I said, you want to team up? And she said yes. And we just went on that journey of panicking to find a writer. You know better than most how hard it is to find a writer that gets this tone of action, comedy, drama. Like it's not easy. And Dana Fox is one of the top writers for that very reason. In the theaters right now, in the time that we are, who knows, it might evolve later on and there might be broader than just these, brilliant Marvel films. But I think, yes, you need escapism. We have brilliant TVs that are massive in our homes, and you have great universal content to stay home with your kids and watch. But to go to the theater, I do believe right now, you have to bring a hybrid of many things. We had 3 things going on in this. If we don't seamlessly intersect them, we failed.
The minute the minute I read it, I was just like, it's hiding stuff. The minute I read it, I was like, I knew Sandra and Channing were the leads, and I was just like, I want to be in this. And the villain, the fact that he is, evil and amoral and does a lot of bad things, but there is an undercurrent of just like desperation to be liked, to be loved by his father, it's all his the impetus for all of his villainy is sort of quite pathetic in a way that I found sort of, I don't know, sweet and endearing, and it's something to latch onto when you're playing this like crazy person.
There were a lot of notes that he had to cover. Not many, but I feel people might have come to this role and been very literal. Wouldn't have worked. Like the intersection of so many tones that we had here that we needed to pull off. He comes with a body of work that is pretty extraordinary. And I think the most exciting part in this film, for me, for audiences, is Daniel. Because we've all grown up with Daniel in his body of work. I wanted them to go, oh my God, that is, or as my kids call him, Dan Radcliffe. And I wanted him to be sexy and super handsome. I wanted someone who was on the cover of GQ to be the mastermind and be this sociopathic, fragile, insecure, evil, but yet very sympathetic and vulnerable bad guy. No one in their right mind at Paramount thought that this would be a sequel. They kept saying to us, there's no comp for this, so this is your budget. I put my own money into this. Like you just sort of go, okay, we know what it is. And it's hard. I should never pitch a film. No film would ever get made if I pitched it. But we all knew. When Liza and I found the knees and we hired them, we went, they are going to complement what we don't bring to the table. Like we kept bringing pieces of the puzzle into the film that were the tones that this film required. And look, it could have failed. We had a preview that was sort of, and we went, ooh. And then we went back to the drawing board and we just unearthed really what the film wanted to be and stopped fighting it. And I like that it's a nice surprise. I don't know if there's a sequel. I don't know if someone can come up with something equal to this, story-wise, and make it just as genuine and not forced. But if anyone can, it's Dana Fox.